morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this video. Brian, Triathlon.com, and in this video we're going to be talking about IRONMAN Chattanooga and the event schedule. Know what you need to do and when you need to do it and where you need to do it. The event schedule is basically your Bible of what's going on race weekend. I'm doing this live right now, so you can see I've got comments open, so if you have any questions, put them up in the comments. I am doing this for the time of this recording. This is the end of August of 2022. I'm doing the race in 2022. I've done it 3 other times. This will be race number 4 at IRONMAN Chattanooga. This will be IRONMAN number 11 overall. I've done it in 2018 when the storm was canceled. 2019 was 100 degrees. 2014 was 74 degrees. So we're hoping for the repeat of 2014 conditions. And pretty much the event schedule has pretty much stayed the same the entire time. COVID kind of changed a little bit, but I think we're back to normal. So, if you got any questions, put them in the comments. For doing this live. We'll run through pretty quick, so hopefully you don't catch a nap on me, and let's jump into it. So if you hit the athlete section, event schedule, hit the PDF. I'll just download it just to have it later. It's also in the athlete guide, which I've gone over in the past, and they've got it new for 2022, so you can download that. But let's go over the event schedule in specific. So the first thing to note is the race is on Sunday. There is no check-in on Saturday or race day. They did in the past, 2019, they let people kind of check in on Saturday, but I think they've steered away from that. So no check-in Saturday. I've done videos about when you should get in town. I like getting in the first day that the check-in's open, trying to catch it. Check in at some time on that first day it's open, or first thing on the second day. Saturday there is no check-in. Sunday there's definitely no check-in. Sunday's a race. So that is key. Thursday and Friday you've got your athlete check-in from 10 to 5 in Ross's Landing. Also, I will pull up the athlete guide for you, so hopefully this doesn't take forever. It didn't, conveniently. Nobody else in my house must be on the internet at this point in time, which is great. So athlete check-in in the athlete guide has everything you need to bring, where it's at, the actual physical location. They have been putting them on the event schedules. They don't have it on there, but it's in the athlete guide, so definitely have the athlete guide handy, whether it's digital or you print the copy to have with you. Bring your photo ID, passport. They have beginning away where you do the online check-in for your time slot, so potentially you don't need to check in online, but make sure you pay attention to your emails. Emergency contact. If you cannot make check-in on Thursday or Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., you need to email or call the IRONMAN people. These are the numbers, this is the times are available. You cannot go back and say, oh, I didn't know who to call or where to go or whatever. This is it. This is who to call, where to go. This is the information you need, so make sure you pay attention to that. Go back and watch the video if you need to get information. So, you have to check in Thursday or Friday unless you have extenuating circumstances, and with travel these days and airlines and everything, if you're trying to fly in Friday, you know, it's not out of reality that you could possibly get delayed and not make it in that day at all and get bumped into Saturday. So, just pay attention, be aware, try to get in Thursday if you can so you avoid any of that kind of hassle. So I got check-in, they got Ironman Village the same time as check-in. So they got the bike techs, so if you need to go through and get your bike checked out or anything, that's the first thing I would check, just make sure your bike's okay. Info tent, VIP stuff, Iron Kids fund registration, and then the Ironman store is the same hours. So I definitely would hit the Ironman store as soon as possible. All the good gear goes pretty quick, so if you want the good, awesome race hats, race t-shirts, anything like that, you better hit the Ironman store and get that as soon as possible, because the good stuff goes quick. Because if you like it, odds are everybody else likes it. Athlete briefings, they got one at 1 and 3 p.m. on Thursday. I like to hit those. I try to combine my trip to check in and everything, hit one of the athlete briefings. It's just good to hear. Try to hit it whenever I'm doing check-in. Usually I'm in the second day of check-in, so I try to hit the first one. The first day, you know, they probably get a few questions and they figure out what else they need to add on the second day. So the information might change a little bit when they do it in person, because it's all in person. Ross's Landing. I've done a little video on the transition area and check-in area, so you should know where that's at. But basically, they got different times for athlete briefings. They add a few more on Friday, and on Friday from 6 to 7 they have an opening ceremony. They used to have a little dinner. Now it's just opening ceremony at Ross's Landing, and they give you little tickets to where you can go use them at any restaurant if you want to. participating restaurants, so they'll also publish that information as well, which restaurants you can get like $25 gift card to and use there. So the opening ceremony is kind of fun. You just go there and, Mike Riley's there or whoever the race announcer is, they just do kind of a little blurb about the race and do some interactive stuff. It's kind of entertaining and fun to watch. So definitely try to get there if you can. Saturday, no check-in. Iron Kids Fun Run is at 9 a.m. So if you bring your little ones and they want to do a little run, it's kind of fun. They could do that. Ironman Village opens back up, so you do have, if you got any last minute bike problems, you can get in there. If you want to wander around and see more of the vendors and stuff from 9 a.m. to 3. The Ironman store is the same time. Then on Saturday, you have to check in your bike and your gear bags, your T1, T2 bags. You get access to everything race morning. So I would not put hydration, I would not put nutrition on your bike. I would not put it in your bags. I would have it in your morning clothes bag to bring with you on race day. Then bring in and put it in your bags in the transition area. Check your bags, make sure everything's good. Because at that point, everybody's bags are there in the morning, so it may have shifted around because they put it in numerical order. So mandatory athlete, bike, and gear check-in. I would just put my running shoes in my T2 bag for sure, and then my bike shoes and my bike helmet in my T1 bag at minimum. I put some other things in there, but something in there that is of substance and stuff you don't have to carry in on race morning. But you have to check in your bike, like I said, check in your T1 and T2 bags, and then you're good to go for the rest of the day from 10 a.m. to 3. Don't wait till 3 p.m. to show up, because there's always a long line of people stressing out at the last minute trying to get their junk in there, so don't do that. They do have opportunities to more athlete briefings if you have an opportunity to catch those. And this year we may be on Saturday. I'm part of the Become One effort with Ironman Certified Coaches. We may be there doing transition tours. So if you want to walk around, or we're going to have our tent there. So if you got questions, come by, stop, see me, be like, hey, you've done the course three times. Any last minute nuggets of wisdom to share? Because you didn't watch all my videos. I've done several videos on the course, tons of nuggets out there. But anyway, if you want to see me in person and say, hey, I should be there. Then we get to race day. 4:30 transition area opens. Ross's Landing. I would definitely get there sooner than later because you're going to have to catch a shuttle. Last thing you're going to do is be stressed out about catching a shuttle. They got bathrooms and all kinds of fun stuff. They got morning clothes bags. So once you get everything situated at your bike in your T1 and T2 bags, take your morning clothes bags and all the stuff you're going to put in it. Don't bring your keys. Don't bring your phone. Don't put that stuff in there. Just because you want to be able to find it at the end of the day. And so far, knock on wood, I have not had a problem, but sometimes they lose bags and stuff. So don't bring your phone. If you don't have a spectator hand stuff off to, do not bring your phone. Do not bring your car keys to go in your morning clothes bag. Definitely don't do it. So 4:30, 6:30, transition opens 4:30 to 7. The shuttles start going. They will prioritize athletes. So if your spectators are there and there's lines, they may bump them to come up later. So just be aware of that. But parking there's parking all over, but it fills up pretty quick right before the race. So if you get there early enough, you can get to the parking lot where it's like not even a 50-yard walk over the transition area. So earlier the better. 7:30 is the age group start. So it's a rolling start. It's down a little pathway from the park where they drop us off. It takes about, 20, 30 minutes for everybody to get in the water. It's pretty quick. They send people, 3, 4 at a time. You go on this little dock, you jump in, you start swimming. Basically, when you get down to that dock, have your goggles on, you're everything ready to go and jump in. Because if you're on the dock standing around, fiddling around, they'll be like, hey, get out of the way. Anyway, so be there nice and early for transition area because you can get to your bike, put all your stuff on there, you can get to your T1, T2 bag, put anything last minute you need to put in there. Age group start, 7:30. And then they have spectator shuttles from Ross's Landing to Chickamauga. So people that want to go out and check you out on the race course from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., they got shuttles going back and forth. No guarantee it's going to... It could take a minute. So if your spectators want to go out there and watch you on the bike course, that's an option. 9 to 5, information and lost and found. 9 to 9, Ironman store is going to be open. 10 to 6, Ironman Village. So if your spectators want to go out and get extra stuff, they can. 6:15 to 12:40, mandatory bike gear checkout. So you can't start getting your stuff until 6:15 p.m. But if your spectators have that little checkout tag, they can come in, they can get your T1 bag, your T2 bag, your morning clothes bag, and your bike out of the transition area and do something with it while you're out on the run course. Something to keep in mind, but they can't get it until 6:15 p.m. 10 p.m. finishers party, come out and cheer on the final finishers. So basically they try to make a big deal for the final finishers. Then Monday is important, Celebration Day. They have the Ironman store. Typically there's no the finisher gear, from what I've seen, is pretty generic. It doesn't have like IRONMAN Chattanooga finisher. So I mean, if you want finisher's gear, I think it's available usually in a regular race. When Ironman Village is open. So it may not be any different stuff. So I don't know if it's worth necessarily waiting in line at 7 a.m. to get there. I don't know. Maybe they have some great stuff these days. I don't know. Maybe they've changed things. Ironman Village is going to be open again. Most of the vendors are gone by then. Information tent. Celebration breakfast, 9 a.m. So at the Chattanooga Convention Center. So make sure you know where that's at. That's different than Ross's Landing. So 9:30 are the awards ceremony and slot allocation. So if you are in danger of qualifying for a national or the World Championship in Kona, you need to be there 9:30 a.m. They're doing everything in person unless, looks like it's indoors. So even if it's like bad weather, they're still having this. So if you think you're going to qualify or even close, and they've got 100 spots this year in 2022 for extra for women, go to there, have your credit card ready. Because if you are there in person, you're going to have your credit card. You got to pay on the spot for registration if you want to go. If you don't, if you're not there, call your name. If your friends there, be like, oh my gosh, you got to come back. They called you, roll down. It's like, too late. I mean, if they have to wait like 2 or 3 minutes, ain't going to happen. Make sure you're there. Make sure you know the event schedule. So, kind of ran through everything. Talk really fast. Hopefully not to take too long to bore you to death. If you like this, they're doing a little different thing here with Facebook. You could do little stars and stuff like that. I don't know if you guys have gotten into that. I've registered my page for that, so that kind of helps me out in the back end to help support everything I'm doing with these videos and stuff. So notice that in the comments there. You can send little digital stars and that kind of stuff. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Facebook, give it a thumbs up. Give it a like in YouTube. Give me a subscribe in YouTube. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. I'd rather you didn't, but at least comment, well, I didn't think you did this well or that well, or you're boring to listen to, you talk too fast, I didn't understand you, whatever. Let me know so I can make these videos better for you. So with that, we're going to wrap this video up. I will see you out there on a race day. Happy training, and be well.